The relief process is exactly that, a process. The diameter of the reel and the number of reel blades will not matter. So changing from spin grind to relief grind is simply a matter of knowing the procedural steps. Let's take a look at the relief mechanism itself and explain how it works. There is a plunger pin on the left side of the head that allows the rotation of the relief finger assembly. Notice how this whole assembly swivels. And if you look at the casting of the assembly, the design is quite simple. The plunger pin fits into this solid hole for the spin grind and fits into this slotted screw hole for the relief grind. So when you switch from spin to relief, pull the plunger and rotate the assembly up. Quite simple. There is a reverse thread quick release knob that is used to take off the wider spin stone and to put on the more narrow relief stone. Before demonstrating the relief process, let's remove the relief stone and look at the components. This is a spring-loaded dowel which is released by a small roll pin on the right side of the head. Here is the guide finger. If you look at the area of the rear of the assembly, there is a locking knob and an adjusting T-knob for the dowel mechanism. This adjusting knob works on an eccentric, and there is an adjustment that will need to be made for the dowel in relation to the back of the reel blade. An explanation of its use will come later. First, let's start at the beginning. Change from the spin stone to the relief stone. Pull the plunger and rotate the assembly to the relief position. Jog the grinding head up to trap the reel blade between the stone and finger. Release the dowel with the roll pin. Next, adjust the dowel to 1/32 of an inch play behind the reel blade. This dowel and the clearance serve two purposes. One, as the stop when the blade index is down, and two, as a guide to make the blade travel between the stone and the guide finger. Next, relock the locking T-handle for the dowel. Now, travel left until the dowel pops off of the reel blade and the blade barely comes off of the stone. Always move this left-hand proc switch because you're going from a wide stone to a more narrow stone. After making the prox adjustment, travel back to the right-hand prox. At this point, rotate the torque knob to 0. Turn on the spin drive, then rotate the torque knob until the blade index is hard enough to push the dowel all the way back. This illustrates the automatic indexing system, where the head travels left, the dowel pops up, the head travels right, and when it reaches the right-hand prox, the continuous torque of the spin drive will index the blade.